In this tutorial, we're going to modify the form we created in the previous tutorial, that is 1.2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this header and this label. I'm going to add my own label in. I'm going to change the color of the background, add some buttons, and generally tidy the form up a bit. Now, in this view, that is form view, I can't make any changes to the design. All I can do is add data. Now, to be able to change the design, I need to switch my view to design view. Two ways of doing this. The first way is to click on the form here, right click and choose design view. The second way is to click on the form again, go to view and go to design view here. And when you're in design view, you'll know you're there because you've got a grid in the background that shows you where to place things. Now, as I said, I'm going to do several things. The first thing is to get rid of this header. So I click on the label and I press delete on the keyboard, or I can go right click, delete here. And then I click just above the detail bar, hold the left mouse button down and drag up to get rid of the header. And at the bottom here, I need a bit more room. So I click above the footer bar, hold the button down and give myself a bit more room and a bit more again. I also do the same on the right and make a bit more room here. Now the next thing is that this control here is bigger than the label. I want to change that, so I just click and also with this one, click and shrink them down to the same size. Now, I just want to move things closer together. Now, if you click on individual items in Access 2010, it'll only move that one item, like so. It's not like Access 2003 where they come as a package. They all move individually. So to move them, you've got to lasso things and move them as one unit. And the same thing here, lasso and move as one, and then finally lasso the whole lot and move them down so I've got a bit more room. The next thing I need to do is to add a label. So I click on AA up here, click and drag a label on the screen. And I'm going to type in here Game Shop. Now, a common mistake that people make here is they try to highlight the text, go to format and change the size, and they can't do that. You can't even do it if you click here and try to change the font size. What you've got to do is deselect the label, reselect the label, and then you can see you can change the size to whatever you like so, and the color and anything else really you want to change. And that's me now gotten rid of my header and added in a label. The next step now is to add some buttons. If you go to the design button here in Form Design Tools, you'll see the button control here. Click on that and drag a button on the screen, any size you want. Let's do a small one for now. Now you've got to designate now what this button does. I want this button to jump to my last record. So in record navigation, I choose go to last record. I go to next. I'm not going to change the text or the picture. I'm quite happy with that. Go to next, and in here you should really name your button something meaningful. So I'm going to call it button btn underscore last underscore form stock. So that then says this is the button that goes to the last record in the stock form, and go to finish. And next I create another button and drag it on the screen. I want this to go to the next record. Go to next, go to next, give it a meaningful name. I'm not going to bother, and go to finish, and that creates next button. Now another button here. I want this to go to the previous record. This goes to next, so this will go to previous. And I jumped a lot of steps there just to make things quick. And the same thing here. Go to a button and go to first record and click on finish. Next, two more buttons now. I want one that will print things out and one that will close the form. So I click on button, drag a button on the screen. And I want this now to print a record. So I just go down here to record operations and choose print record. Again, I should really go to next and add meaningful names. I'm not going to bother, and click on finish. And then finally, I'm going to add one more button that closes the form down. So I go to form operations, close form. And again, I should really go through it, just go to finish. Finally, I'm just going to change the background color. So I click on the bar saying detail here, then I right click, fill back color, and choose, I'll just choose that for now. And that is my form redesigned. To save it, close it down, go yes to save changes. Now if I open this form up, you can see I've got the form, my own design, the buttons all work, that will print out, and that will close the form. So there you are. There's your form redesigned. And we're done.